Alright, so the meet and greet is coming up in just a few days, and I wanted to get the MR2 ready. So I'm going to be washing it today and then buttoning up kind of a few little things that just need to be fixed. So the headlight doors need to be adjusted. I've got a bolt that's missing in one of the fenders. My son ripped the door panel off, and so I've got to fix that. I'll show you what I'm going to do there. And then I've got some new sticker designs that I want to try out on the car and just see what I think about them. So I'm going to be doing that today. I'm a little bit dirty. I've been building a playset. So I'm kind of got paint and dust and everything all over me. But I'm just going to roll with it. I'm also getting over sickness, so I'm not going to talk too much. First thing I'm going to do is give this thing a really good wash and get it completely clean. Let's do it. Here's a word for the wise. If you're ever washing your car and you're married, wash your wife's car. I've had a few of you guys ask me about this car. I'm going to do a build on it. It'll be a very short one, probably like 2 episodes. Right after the Audi gets done, I needed something easy. So I'm going to do a quick, easy build, just like suspension, wheels, things like that. Maybe paint it, I don't know, but nothing crazy. But I will be doing a build on that and restoring the headlights and replacing the bumper and all that cool stuff. So that is coming. For now, it looks good enough. Let's move back to the MR2. All right, I'm going to start from the back and work my way up. The first part is, I know it's very crude, but this is the license plate bracket that I made. The very first day I drove the car, I realized I didn't have a place to put the license plate, and so I built this. And I was going to replace it or fix it and make it neater, but it just works so well. The 2 problems I have with this is that the license plate isn't lit, which is not exactly legal. You have to have lights on your license plate so that it can be seen at night. And then also, it looks like it's just stuck on the car because there's no frame, so I'm going to fix that first. Then after that, I'm going to move to the trunk and put the carpet back in because it's been out since I did the diffuser. So let's do this first and then we'll move to that. So you guys have been telling me forever to get rid of my personal plates on the videos, so I made a plate. It's just the back of one of my personal ones that I spray painted, and I actually left the dirt on it so it doesn't look great. But on camera I bet it looks pretty good. And just put a build decal on it, so that's what I'm going to use on the cars that I'm building now, so that's pretty cool. And this is my solution for my lights. So I've made these little license plate frames. I've actually got 3 of these, so let's see, I guess one will go on the Audi. I didn't really plan that, but yeah, one will go on the Audi, one will go on the MR2, and then this one will go up for sale on my website. And if it gets bought, I'll make some more. If it gets bought quickly, I guess, I'll make some more. If not, then, you know, it's a one of one. So you'll get it and you'll be the only one that has it. So back to my plan. I have the frame. So that's going to make it look a little bit better than just stuck onto the car. I'll have my license plate. And then I got these. These are, I guess I can open them now. So these are LED bulbs that are screws. And so they'll go through the license plate there and screw in and then light up the license plate. So I'll just wire those wires into my regular license plate bolts, and then when I turn my lights on, the license plate will be lit up. So I'm going to go install this and wire these up, and then we'll keep moving on to the next thing. Alright, so that's the end of that. I want to eventually make a panel right there that will hold a license plate. That is the same as that panel. The problem is I don't want to cut that panel up because those things are super rare in the US. It's very hard to find the smooth center panel with the reverse lights in them, and they're really expensive. And so if I did mess something up, it would be very hard to replace it. So I'd like to make a mold of that panel, but I don't really know how. So I've tried once and it didn't go very well. I didn't really use the right materials. So if any of you guys are near me and want to teach me how to make fiberglass molds, that'd be awesome, because I'd love to produce my kits and all that stuff, but I don't know how to make molds, and I've tried to learn, and I just think I have to do it. I think I've just got to go for it to figure out how to do it. But anyway, this is going to be the solution for now. It works pretty well. This thing is on there, it's not coming off. So to show this thing to you guys in action, it doesn't look like the license plate's just stuck on there anymore. The frame really makes it look like it belongs, and the lights match the frame really, really well. So I really like the way it looks. And with the lights off, the lights are really bright. They're not blue, they look a little blue because of the tape that I have on the license plate. But they're really bright, they light up the license plate, and I'm officially street legal. So it's pretty awesome. I really like this thing, I like the way it turned out. And this is just a temporary fix until I can get a new kind of plate made between my tail lights that will house the license plate. So the next thing we're gonna move to is the trunk. I'm just gonna kind of work my way towards the front of the car. And the trunk is just gonna be putting the carpet and the foam padding back in the floor so it looks a little bit more stock. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Some of you guys have asked me about future plans for this car, if I'm going to do performance mods or if I'm going to do interior. The answer is yes. Before I started YouTube, all of the performance stuff was already done. So it's got a bigger turbo, bigger injectors, bigger intake, a new intercooler, bigger CV joints or the inside CV joints. I rebuilt those. Redline, lightweight, shockproof gear oil. That was just to fix the synchros and it totally works. Let's see, what else does it have? It's got a ROM tune, it's all ATS parts. Oh, and then obviously exhaust. So there's no cat either, so it's pretty free flowing. So it's got a lot of really good bolt-on parts. I think the next step for this car would be a standalone ECU. It runs really rich right now, and so I've got to work that out. I've got a wideband in it already, and so I've got to get the wideband sorted out. There's some problems with that, so I'll do that on an MR2SDAY one day. But yeah, it's already really well set up. There is a guy in Alabama, I don't know his name, that tunes these things, so I'll probably get with him at some point over the next year or so and get it tuned. My next step for this car is performance. I want to get it running probably on a standalone. I think that's going to be the best bet to get it running really well and get all of my money's worth out of these upgrades. And then once that's done, I'll move to the interior, just because interior is really expensive and I don't really do any of it. Like, I don't do recovering or anything like that. For interior, I'll redo the seats or change the seats out for some Recaros. And then based on what I do with the exterior, I may change the color of the interior as well. I've thought about painting the entire car. I've got a few color options that I might do for that, but that's kind of later on. So that's why I'm waiting on the interior, because I'm not sure. Depending on what color I do the outside, that will change what color I do on the inside. So I've still got to decide what I'm going to do on the outside. I have a few more exterior modifications. Those will be coming later as well, just to make it a little bit more aggressive. So that's the update on the MR2 for all of you guys that are concerned about it. Today, we have a little bit of an issue. You can see my seat's like exploding, but that's Alabama heat for you. My son was in here playing the other day because he likes to play in this car, and he ripped this door panel off, or the little door card thing. So the deal was these were replaced at some point, and instead of using the mounting tabs, they just glued it on, and so he ripped it off. So I'm going to pull the door panel off and use the actual mounting tabs to mount this thing. It's going to be a lot better. They'll hold it on a lot easier, and I won't have to worry about it getting ripped off. So that's what I'm going to do now, get that sorted. Alright, so I made some stickers for this car just to kind of give it a little bit of personality before this show. I don't know if I'm going to keep them on there, but I wanted to try a few new things. I had some guys asking me for banners, so I'm going to do a banner on this car and just see if it works out. The material I got, I'm not super confident in, But I'm going to try it and see if it works. If it does, I'll make banners. I've got a few different things I'm going to be doing with the windshield, and then I've got a few stickers I'm going to put on the car itself. And I'm pretty excited about it. I think it'll be really cool. All the stickers that I made, I will sell, but I'm just going to sell them through Instagram. So, like, if you want one of these stickers, just DM me on Instagram, and I can make it for you and sell it to you just through PayPal or something like that. I'm not going to actually put these on the store. Unless there's a big demand for them, then I'll do it. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the windshield, I think, because that's the most daunting one, and then I'll go from there. I got this stuff because it's like a brushed gold. I thought it looked really cool, but it's called adhesive foil, and foil doesn't make me feel like it's going to be super strong, and I also don't know how the color is going to hold up to the sun, but I'm going to test it on my car. If it works, I'll make some of these things. Grab that. This next one, I don't really know what it is. I just see it on a lot of Rocket Bunny cars, and I think it's kind of cool, so I'm going to put it on mine. So for those of you who don't know, here's a little history lesson on Toyota, and correct me if this is wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's right. This is the second logo for Toyota. The first one just said Toyota, but it was with a D, which is the original spelling of Toyota. This one, it's called the TEQ, or Tech logo is what Americans call it, but it actually says Toyota as well, but it says it with a T, so instead of pronounced Toyota, this one was pronounced Toyota, which is something that they chose as a design point. So they thought that the design looked better with the "ta" instead of the "duh," and so that's when the Toyota changed from Toyota to Toyota, was with this logo, and then they went back to Toyota, just spelled out, after this. I think this is the coolest Toyota logo that they've come out with, so that's why I put it on the car. I'm thinking I'm going to do all the badging with this logo, because people already don't really know what this car is, and so it's more fun, I think, that way to really mess with them, to keep from putting any Toyota, like new Toyota badging on it, but to still stick with the Toyota logos. I think that's really cool. So that's why I chose this. I think it looks awesome. So my plan originally was to do a banner across the bottom of the car, and I will still do that. But I wanted to test this text out because it's so large I had to print it on 2 different sections, and I wanted to see how well it would work with it just kind of taped together like I did. And it worked really well. So I'm going to leave it there for now for this show, and then I'll come back and do the banner with this text over the top of it, unless this text is wrong. So to my Japanese subscribers, from what I read, or what I could find on Translate, this is the closest word to built in Japanese. It means like to construct or to build. And so this was the closest thing I'd find. If there's a word that closer means built, as in the name of my channel, in Japanese, let me know in the comments, because I would love to have that actually say built and know that it says built. If it does say built, let me know too, because it'd be cool to see that Google Translate actually works. Alright guys, that is it. This car is ready to go for Saturday. Hey, I hope you guys are coming. I've heard from a few of you guys saying you're going to be there. I will be with my car, so look for this car when you're there. and you will find me. I'll also be with my wife, so you can look for her. She'll be there too. But this is how it's going to go this time. And I've still got some work I need to do to it, obviously, but I think I'm in a good spot to take it to the show. I may add a few more stickers or something before I get to the show. I don't know. We'll see if I have more ideas, then I'll put them on there. But I'm really happy with how this came out. Hey, you guys are awesome. Again, the meet and greet is this Saturday. I think it's from 9 to 12 at Magic City Octane. The address is in this link that I'm posting below the video, so go check that out. I would love to meet you guys there. If y'all are close, if you're in, like the Alabama area or even up like towards Tennessee, kind of close to Birmingham, I would love to meet you there. We're going to hang out. We're going to have fun. It's going to be really awesome. I'll bring some t-shirts, some stickers, things like that. If you want me to bring you something specifically like a sticker that you saw today, let me know because I'll have to make them. Just let me know through Instagram direct message or something and we can make that happen. This license plate holder is for sale. I only have one. I'm going to sell it through Instagram. I'm not going to go through the trouble of putting it on the website and selling it through there. So I'll just sell it on Instagram, and we'll just work through PayPal to transfer money and all that stuff, and I'll ship it to you. So if you want this, DM me on Instagram. You can have it. You can buy it. I'll send it to you. I'm going to sell it for $15. So $15, you get one of one. I don't know if I'm going to make any more, but right now this is the only one that exists that's not on one of my cars. So let me know if you want one of those. My Instagram is @BuiltOnYouTube, so it's @BuiltOnYouTube. Make sure you go there. Follow me on Instagram. I post videos and pictures of the cars on there. I did the whole livery contest on there, and it's a little bit of information for you guys. We are going to do the giveaway on Instagram. So that's how it's going to work. It'll be through Instagram. We're not doing it yet. It's not open yet, but when it does open, that's how we're going to do it. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram so you can be ready for that. Shout out to the Patreon crew. Thank you guys so much for everything you do to support the channel and to support these builds. I'm really excited with how the Audi's coming along, and it wouldn't be possible without you guys. I'm so excited to see all you guys this Saturday. I am working on getting better, and so I'm going to be catching up on my uploads. I know it's not Tuesday. It's MR2SDAY on a Thursday, but the sickness kind of threw my schedule off. I'll be back on my regular schedule hopefully next week as this stuff kind of gets out of my system. You guys are awesome. I'll see you soon.